Maybe you can first tell a bit about yourself and what you do.
Oh, it's in English.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. What I do, how do you say that? I am the founder of LemonadeAmsterdam, and it's a social media platform on Instagram about sustainable fashion, upcycling of fashion, and I try to inspire people not to buy new clothes and other things, but to reuse what we already have.
And what are some of the struggles you find in convincing people to reuse and not buy as much?
I think a big struggle is that we are so used to buy the new trends and to think that buying new clothes or following the trends that we look better. So I think that's a big struggle, and that's not my struggle, but I think, how do you say that? It's not my struggle, but I think we are so used to follow the big retailers and the popular brands that we have forgotten what our unique style is. So I think that's a struggle to convince people not to buy new. Is that a complete answer?
Yeah.
I think? Yeah.
And what do you think would help what did you find helps to convince people?
That you also look good when it's not new, and that it's even nicer to follow your personal style. So you are more someone who looks unique and have a unique, how do you say that? Unique items that you wear. And it's also, I think, it helps to convince people that it's not about perfection, looking perfect. So when you mended your own sweater, that it's the goal is not to have a perfect mended sweater, but to have a personal, unique mended sweater. And I think we have to be more, how do you say it in English? Sweet for each other?
Kind.
Kind. We have to be more kind for each other and help each other in that aspect, I think.
What I really like is that you focus still on people having a unique style and expressing themselves, but in a sustainable way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes sustainability seems to be about not buying anything and then you cannot express yourself.
Yeah, I think indeed that's a good point, because I also did some challenges for myself. For example, the 6 items challenge, and I had 6 items that I wear for 30 days. Then I thought that's really not much, 6 items. Now I think, oh, I can do that perfectly. But then it was 1.5 years ago or something I did that, no, 2 years ago. But what I missed most about wearing 6 items is that I couldn't. Sometimes it's nice to be creative with your style and wear creative combinations. And maybe I forgot what I wanted to say. But I think fashion or clothes, or how do you say, is about creativity and not about status. Status, how do you say that? And I think we should be more creative and forget status and how much something costs, and then you are something really impressive, but just...
Six is not a lot though.
No, do you think?
6 items, is it like pants and shirt and
Yeah.
underwear?
No, not underwear and...
Okay.
No, not underwear.
Because then you have pants, shirt and socks.
And socks also not.
Okay.
So I had one dress, a blouse, a white blouse, shirt, 1 pants, then I'm also at 5, and a sweater. 6.
I get what you mean about personal expression, because I have like 6 scarves I use regularly. So,
Yeah.
Like the same 6 the whole year, but all 6 of them I use.
Yeah, so that's okay. That's also one thing that I don't agree with some sustainability fashion stylists who go for a capsule wardrobe, like
minimalism.
the minimalism is, of course, it's good to do that because I think we definitely have too much clothes and we should definitely not buy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, in my 6 items, I thought, okay, I do black things, neutral colors, because then that's better. But I missed the colors and always going for a minimalistic style or basic items. Sometimes I think you miss your personal, unique vibe.
Yeah, and it can also be a cultural thing, I guess.
A what?
Cultural. Clothing is usually sometimes also cultural, and 6 items is not a lot to express yourself in that way as well.
True.
Yeah.
But what you can do as you do it, I had a lot of big necklaces and earrings and things like that.
That was allowed.
That was allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good challenge, I guess, to change your mindset.
Yeah, and also to learn your own style, because I knew after that what I missed. Yeah.
You also have people who do a year not buying challenges. And
I
then
have that done too, for not for a year, but for 4 or 5 months.
Uh-huh.
Not buying anything new, but also not secondhand.
Yeah, I really like your sweater, by the way.
This one.
Is it secondhand?
No,
the coat.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I bought it secondhand 25 years ago, I think, or 20. Yeah, already in my students. When I was a student, I bought secondhand, and I have. There was a hole in it. There's a story. There was a hole in it. Here.
Mm-hmm.
So I made this, and I didn't like the sleeves a lot. And I went to a friend. She also remakes clothes, but in a different way than me. I think she makes more beautiful things than I do. She really can do it. So she changed the sleeves for me.
Yeah. What tip do you have for people who want to make their wardrobe more sustainable or have more sustainable fashion fabric uses?
Don't throw away everything that is broken. That's tip 1, I think. So, and bring it to a sewer or try to mend it yourself. I think not buying anything new or secondhand for 3 or 4 months is maybe the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see that when something is broken, you think you can't run to the store to buy new pens or things like that. So then when you don't buy anything, then you start to remake what you have, and you become more conscious about your own behavior. I think that's the first thing you should do. Just stop buying for a few months, and after that I can assure you buy differently.
I also have a question, because I quilt with old clothes and stuff like that, and some of it maybe people could still wear. Is it ethical to use clothes people can still wear, or do you think are there enough second-hand clothes, or should you find somebody who can wear them?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I struggle with that also.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I remade a second-hand chair. I painted it, and the seat cover I changed, and I used an old skirt of my daughter's.
Mm-hmm.
I used to cover the seat, and then I thought, this skirt I could also have given it a second chance in a second-hand store.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, otherwise I had used another piece of fabric to cover the seat. So, yeah, I think as long as you keep the fabric in the circle, I think you can use it for more, more things than only for wearing it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I also hear that second-hand stores usually have more clothes than they can actually sell.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't have any figures on that. So I was wondering if you knew.
Yes, I have the figures, but I don't know them by head.
But yeah,
but that's
what's your
true.
view on
It's true what you say.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you use, you can buy it you can bring it to a second-hand store, but only the really good items, and most of the time with a good brand, from a good brand, they sell, and the rest goes to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Or the rest goes to fabrics where they make pillow stuffing and things like that. So what do you want? What do you prefer to make?
Stuffing is like the next step.
Yeah.
First you make a quilt because you can still use the print of the fabric, and if the quilt falls apart, then you can turn it into stuffing. So
that's something with. A lot of clothes have become stuffing, so if you wear it first, use it as a quilt, why not?
Yeah, you see a lot of debate on that.
I understand, and I think that too. But there's also the thing that a lot of second-hand clothes go to Ghana or Africa, but over there, I thought 75% of our clothes that goes to Ghana is burned in landfill.
Yeah, true. Because it's not good enough to sell as well.
Because they don't want it. So
it's also not good for the local fabric industry there, by the way.
For the local designers, that's what I want to tell also. The local designers and creatives there, they lose their jobs because of our clothes that we send there.
Yeah, and it destroys the environment because the landfills are full.
Yeah.
That's true. So I think we should actually keep the waste here and not send it to another country to deal with.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. Do you have any tips for people who want to do more than in their own environment, like either in a business or maybe a community level?
I have to think about this question, I think.
That's okay.
What can you do? Yeah, actively, you mean, eh?
Yeah. Because I've already asked you what people can do themselves, but if they want to do even more.
Yeah. What I think is that what you can do is appreciate people more who are working on upcycling of fabrics, upcycling of clothes, making things, that we should appreciate that. And for example, you need something as a present, or you are looking yourself for a new coat. You really need a new coat because the old one, I don't know, is not good enough.
Cold.
It's too cold. Think about brands or creative people who make beautiful things of reused fabrics, and try to don't buy things that are made of energy sources. How do you say it? Fossil fuels.
No, polyester.
Polyester that we can't. Not renewable resources.
Polyester and stuff like that.
Yeah, polyester stuff like that. So try to focus on buying things made of recycled materials, reused materials, things like that.
I like that answer because that also makes sure that not everybody has to create.
Yes, of course.
Because it's not for everyone.
No.
I don't expect everyone to quilt because. If you see my father do any kind of handyman jobs, you would agree that it's not a good idea that everybody quilts. But they can still support.
Support. That word I was looking for. Yeah, I think we have to support. And when more and more people support creatives who make, for example, this laptop cover of used fabrics, instead of the totally new leather or semi-leather laptop cover from Apple, then this will become more normal, and we do together something for our planet.
I like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also accept that it will be more expensive, but it will last longer.
Yes, but yeah, of course. But
That's always a good note to add. Because
yeah, but if you buy less, when you have a kind of budget and you buy less, you can buy better things.
Yeah, because usually it takes longer to make.
It takes a lot longer. Yeah, I had that problem when I sold dresses for women that were made by a sewster in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah.
And most women thought it would be the same price as the dress from the Zara or something.
You can't.
But that's impossible.